though you do everything perfectly, why do you still feel empty somewhere inside? Maybe you did not grow up as a responsible child, but as a task-oriented child. Emotional neglect does not always mean that a child is left alone. Even if a child's physical needs are met, their emotional needs may still remain unmet. Their emotional world is not seen. The child is not seen as a child and is treated like an adult at home. No one asks what they feel. No one notices what they need. No one stands beside them when they are scared. No one guides them when they feel confused. After a while, the child learns this. My feelings are not important. What matters is doing what is expected of me. If a child was only praised when they completed their tasks, only noticed when they succeeded, only loved when they were well-behaved, hard-working, and problem-free, as an adult, they may start living not like a human being, but like a to-do list. From the outside, you may look like someone who handles everything, successful, well-functioning, like a machine that keeps working perfectly, but no one asks who plugged in that machine or where it gets its energy from, not even you, because that is where they learn to receive appreciation, from being highly functional and completing tasks. From the outside, they may look responsible. They work, they produce, they do, they handle everything. But inside, there is something else. They struggle to take responsibility for their own life. Because they were not taught responsibility, they were only given tasks. And these two are not the same thing. A task is doing what someone else expects from you. Responsibility is noticing the direction of your own life and making choices on your own behalf. A task is someone else's expectation. Responsibility is your choice. In a task, the direction is clear. In responsibility, courage is required. But a person who was emotionally neglected often grows up without recognizing their own desires. Whenever they tried to do something for themselves, they were probably blocked. That is why this person does not know what they want. They cannot understand what they need to say no to. They cannot recognize their own boundaries. Because as a child, no one asked them, "What do you feel? What do you want? Is this too heavy for you? Do you need support while doing this?" Instead, they usually receive these messages. Succeed. Be well-behaved. Do not cause problems. Do not exhaust us. Do your duty. And years later, while continuing life in an adult body, there may still be a child inside waiting to be noticed. They physically grew up, but emotionally, they are still waiting for someone to see them. In other words, their emotional world may still be a child waiting for approval from others. That is why sometimes taking a step for their own life feels harder than completing a task given by someone else. Because in a task, the direction is clear. But in responsibility, there is choice. And making a choice requires hearing your own feelings. In my experience, the definition of adulthood is taking responsibility for your own life and your own choices. If you can take responsibility for what you do and what you do not do, then you are an adult. This is not a material measure. It is an emotional and inner measure. If you also feel like you only exist when you do what is expected from you, ask yourself this question. Am I truly taking responsibility? Or am I only living by completing the tasks given to me? Because feeling better does not begin with achieving more. Sometimes the first step is taking your own inner voice seriously for the first time. It is noticing your own desires and needs and taking responsibility for them. Most importantly, it is doing this without labeling yourself as bad. That is why I share videos every day to help you understand yourself without labeling yourself. You can subscribe to benefit from them.